guys, so let me start by telling you a little joke. So imagine if the fridge that you have in your house did to you what you did to it every single day. Okay, every minute it comes to your door, to your bedroom door, it opens it, it stares at you mindless for like 5 minutes, and then it locks your door and leaves. How would that be? Anyway, I guess I'm terrible at telling jokes. Okay, so let's just get into real business here. So if we want to be successful, guys, let's be honest here. We have to avoid chasing the marriage. And I want to compare this marriage with the whole educational system. Okay, so when you join primary school, you are taught to study hard so that you can get a good grade after class 8. I don't know what system you went through, but for me, I was told to work hard so that I can get a good grade, you know, after for 8 years, so that I can get admitted to a good high school, to a national school. So I looked at that as some kind of success. I looked at that as the good life. So when I got there, I did the test, and it was just like, yes, there was nothing new there. So I got what I got, and then I got admitted to the school that I got admitted to. And when I got there, the teachers told me, you know what, kid, you need to leave the teenage life that you're trying to lead and focus on education and focus on reading books, so that after these 4 years, you can get a good grade too and join a good university. That's a key to success. When I got there, yeah, just the normal stuff, nothing new. So there wasn't any success. Okay, so I didn't focus on my strength, I didn't focus on my talent, I focused on the education, because they told me, kid, that's it. After 8 years, that's where the success is. So I compare that as the marriage. I see that as the marriage that I'm talking about, that we should avoid chasing. Okay, so after 4 years, I finished, and then I got admitted to the university I got admitted to. When I got there, the lecturers told me, you know what, kid, the only way you're gonna get a job, the only way you're gonna get employed to these fancy companies, to these well-paying jobs, is by getting good grades. Okay, is by concentrating. And I guess when I get there, there ain't gonna be nothing new. It's just a marriage in there. Okay, so this whole thing is making you forget your strength, while on the true side of everything, if you focus on your talent, if you focus on your strength at a very early age, when you were in your primary school, by this time now, you would have been someone big. You will actually be getting real results. You will be getting real success. That is not a marriage. So we should avoid chasing a marriage. And education is a way that can get us a good life, but it's not exclusive. A classroom, a box, that's not all what it takes for you to be educated. Okay, think about it. This education just came out the other way. Education system was developed just the other day by the British, colonies, to educate people, to help them run their empire. So it didn't exist before. But if you looked in the earliest of time, people were educated, people were smart. And you know how these people used to learn? Through what we call apprenticeship. An apprenticeship is learning it from people who are doing it. First of all, you understand where you want to be. If you want to be a blacksmith, if you want to be whatever it is, if you want to be a priest or what, that's what they used to do. You go to a priest and learn from the priest, because he has real results, because he knows how to do stuff. If you want to become a blacksmith, you go to the blacksmith and learn from him. Not education, not whatever, getting those grades and wash bullshit, getting trained by people who are trained just to train you to be just another cog in the machine. You understand? That's how this whole thing works, right? So then, right now, since you found this video, I want you to focus on your strength. Don't place every single bet that you got on the education. Whatever it is that you have right now in your head is enough. Don't be lied to. Okay, there's a lot of static noise out there if you're listening to the wrong person. Just remember that muscle men lead lives of quiet desperation. What is called resignation is actually confirmed desperation. Most people realize this 20 years, 50 years later, when they can change things. And they go like, oh, you know what? I think I hate what I do. Okay, I'm not getting the good life just because, or whatever, I focus on the education. No, you should never want yourself to get to that place. You should focus on your goal right now. You should focus on your dream, on your strength, and learn it from people. Find yourself mentors, and then read books that have everything to do with what you want to be. That's Q towards the kind of person that you want to be. Don't stress yourself with things that you will never use. Okay? I don't even know why I stressed my mind learning calculus up to this point. I don't understand. I don't even know why I know the capital city of Madagascar. Wait, do I know? I don't even know. Okay? But they made me know the capital city of that whatever country. Huh? So is that really important? No. What if I focus on my strength during a young age? Where would I be right now? I would be maybe on top. And that's what some of these celebrities that you see that are actually reaping in success at a young age do. They focus on their strength. They don't wake up every single day to go to class. No, they wake up every single day to go and train their strength. And then class, because the society and whatever, they just get it at the end of the day for like an hour, and that's it. That's not their main focus. Their main focus is their strength and their talent. So then why don't you do that? Why don't you focus on your strength? And then all these other things, put them in the back, okay? And don't mistake me. I didn't say education is bad. I meant you can change the whole system. There's a quote that I read somewhere that if you're digging a hole and then you reach a point where and you realize, you know what, I can't figure out a way to get out of the hole that I've dug, then the last thing you ever want to think about is digging deeper. So now, since you know that you're in a hole already, okay? Because tell you something for a fact here. When you get out there, you're gonna get a job, okay? At first you're gonna be excited. Oh, I'm employed. I'm getting paid a salary of 100K every month. But then as you continue, you will realize that, oh shit, this is not what I meant to do. Ask a lot of people out there in the job market whether they do like what they do. They will tell you I don't. Honestly, they don't enjoy it. That's not where they get ultimate satisfaction. That's not where they get what we call flow. Flow is a state of mind where you're working but you don't feel like working. They are stressing about it. That's why most people keep on looking forward for the weekends to get drunk and forget about whatever happened in the week, because they don't like it. They're just doing it to be able to pay bills. They're just doing it so that they can not starve. But it's not because they like it. They're doing it because the education put them in a box. The education system, I mean, it put them in a box, and it kind of convinced them that there's no way out. That's it, and that's it. Get a job, wake up every single day, 9 to 5, go and work in a company, get a piece of salary amount at the end of the month, and you will lead a good life. No, 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 no. That's the biggest lie. Okay, unless you love what you do, then for the most part, most people you see outside here, people don't really like what they do. That's a fact. And that's why I told you, there's a saying that the mass of men live lives of quiet desperation. What is called resignation is confirmed desperation. So are you gonna be among those mass of men that lead desperate lives just because they can't figure out their way out, because it's too late and they didn't really focus on their strength, they didn't train? You wanna be that? No. You wanna be somebody who is free. You don't want to be a salary slave. You want to be somebody who can be able to support themselves. You want to be somebody that works for themselves. You want to be somebody that gives yourself orders. You want to be able to afford everything that you want in this life. That little amount of salary that you get monthly, that amount of pay that you get 12 times in 365 days, will never be able to afford you any good life. You'll never be able to afford you freedom. Now it says freedom is where just you wake up one day and then you say, you know what, today I'm going to Paris. Today I'm going to London just to enjoy myself. Today I'm going to whatever, Japan, to enjoy myself, and I don't have to tell anybody. I just go to the whatever and book a ticket, and that's it. You want that kind of life. Not a life that if you want to go to a trip, you have to tell somebody a month earlier so that they can cut something in your monthly salary. Is that what you want? You want a life that if you have a project or you are working on something, you have to go to a bank and get a loan for you to be able to do it. Then your life becomes just a rat race. You're running around trying to figure out ways to pay that loan back. I call that a rat race. You want that? No. You want a life where you want to do something. You have enough money on your bank account. You want a life that if you want to do anything, it's all about you and not anybody else. Okay, you're free. You're not a salary slave. You're not anybody's pet. You're not like, you don't have anybody on your ass every day telling you, you need to work, you need to improve yourself, you need to be in work in time. No, man, that life belonged this period when, to people who are in high school, not you. You are an adult right now. So you don't need anybody to define your life. You need you to define your own life. And the only way you're gonna define your own life is being an entrepreneur, ideas, doing something. Okay? Investing in your knowledge and be able to see clearly. Being able to see a marriage when you see one. And working on the whole snowball thing. You know what, like when you have a snowball and let's say a punch of snowflakes, and then you roll them down, a hill. As it goes down, it collects more and more snowflakes. So by the time it reaches the, that very level down there, it's a big snowball. That's how your life should be. Okay? And that collecting and stuff is training and getting perfect at what you do. You start now as that small snowflake, and as you continue with your life, you practice and you become too good. And by the time you reach the ground there, you will already be tig. Now you'll have everything in your bank account. You want that. You don't want a life where you plateau for 60 years. You're being paid the same amount of salary for 60 good years. Time is very, listen, time is the father that we all got. We don't have a lot of time to live. We humans don't even go past 100 years. We don't even go past 100 years. How many people do you know that are over 100 years? How many? How many do you know? Ain't no many, man. And that's the truth. That's a hard fact. 60 years you're going to be, plateauing everything. You're getting paid this amount of salary. So let's subtract 100 minus 60. That's 40 years, okay? And I guess right now you're like 20 or 25. So 60 plus 25, that's 85. So how many years do you have left? Very few. So then do what you want right now. Start right now, and don't look forward to spending 60 good years working for somebody, being somebody's pet, getting paid and everything. I'm gonna tell you something. Salary is the bribe that they give you to forget your dreams. You want that? A bribe to forget your freaking dreams? No? You don't want that. You want something tangible, something that you can earn for yourself. You want to go for that dream. You want to be that person you've always wanted to be. That's what you want, not a bribe. Corruption, man. So then, do what you will with that information that I just gave you. It's just some living inside. I mean, half sleep here and there, but at the end of the day, that's the quickest summary to anything that you want. You want to live a good life, that you don't stress about a boss, that you don't stress about some freaking loan somewhere, that you don't stress about whatever it is that's related to jobs and everything. Then focus on your strength now and define your own education system. Okay, that's what's the main point of this video. Define your own education system. When I say your own education system, I'm talking about read books that are related to what you want, that you know for a fact is gonna trigger dopamine release. Scientists say that our brains work best when there's an anticipated dopamine release, okay? And that you can only get through reading stuff that you're interested about, okay? There won't be no dopamine. Actually, it will be the exact opposite if you're reading for tests. The reason is why most people actually go to the library every single time we have a test like coming. The reason is why people use more canyons. The reason is why it's because their brain is not getting something, because it's not dopamine, it's cortisol. They know for a fact that if I fail in this exam, I'm probably gonna get an F, and I'm gonna look like a fool to my parents, and the whole world is gonna appreciate me as a fool. That's what they have in their mind, and that releases cortisol, not dopamine. And that's why they always end up landing in the 9 to 5 job market. Just become another cog in the machine that we call 9 to 5 job market. Just being another nobody. Were you born to be just another nobody, somebody that just came and passed away, or were you born to be a legend? It's your own choosing. It's for you to choose for yourself. And the moment for you to choose is now. You can either become that or you can be a legend. And the odds of you becoming that are actually, I don't know. I don't want to talk about that because we all know for a fact that if you go down that lane, you'll end up becoming that. But if you go down a different lane as everybody, then you'll end up becoming a legend. So then let's do that, and then we have chance to succeed. And as they said, the best time to start was 10 years ago, and the very second best to start is now. So I hope you go ahead and start your own educational system, finding your strength and redefining your world the way you want it to be. Like the definition of an entrepreneur is somebody who rebuilds the world in their own damn image. Will you be that, or will you be somebody who, always has everything done for them by other people when they're working for them? Will you be that? No, you never want to be that. And then train. If you realize what your strength is, if you read books about your interests, then the next thing you have to do is train. Start small, start where you are, start with the little audience that you can get, and then train. Bruce Lee says, I don't fear a man who trains 1,000 kicks a day, but I fear a man who trains one kick 1,000 times. So then that strength that you have, that's the one kick. Train it 1,000 times, and the world is gonna come looking for you, old sport. All right? Yeah. So then do that, and you have a chance. I know this is a pretty long video, but then I appreciate that you have reached this level. So this is the insight that I give you. Okay? Don't place every bet on the educational system. Do your thing the way you want it to be. Okay? Remember the education that used to be many thousand years ago, apprenticeship. Why don't you focus on that? And those times we never had poor people. We never had people who are just down there. People who don't have anything, because people knew their strength and they learned and they made money on their own. Actually, we only had the rich and beggars. There wasn't nobody's there in the middle like we have now. What do you think has caused all that? Huh? All those nobodies there in the middle. The educational system. Use the apprenticeship. Get mentors, learning from people who did it. Read books about people who did it, and then you have a chance, my man. So then, I'm gonna talk to you soon. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, click the subscribe button down below, and then you'll get more videos about the same things. Okay, insights about how to get successful and how to be able to see clearly, about how you can be able to see a mirage when you see one, about how you can initiate the snowball effect in your life. You want that, right? It's one of those apprenticeship lessons that you need to learn for you to be able to make it big, for you to be able to enjoy a good life, for you to be able to define your world the way you want it to be. Not some calculus, not some, only a few people will end up using that, but everybody's learning calculus, everybody's learning mathematics. I mean, that's just a Ponzi scheme, I guess. Anyway, what are you gonna do about it? You can't change stuff that most people have bought into. You can't change people's mind, but you can change your mind. Okay, you can do what you consider right, and then you'll end up ruling these people. You end up being at the top, then they will forever remain asking themselves, what did that guy do? What is making that guy a legend and we ain't nobody? We ain't, I mean, you understand what I mean? So then do that and you'll have a chance, my man. Subscribe down below and I'm gonna talk to you soon. Have a good time.